walked in pure wide-eyed and fresh, didn't know that time to put it to the test. The lights flickered low, he stepped in the frame. Big thick shadow changing the game. She froze for a second, eyes locked on the prize. The heat in the air, no room for disguise. That monster unzipped, came into view. Her breath caught quick, body knew what to do. He grinned slow, all power, no shame. This wasn't a boy, nah, this was a flame. He popped out raw, thick as desire. Her mind was a mess, but her body caught fire. Hands on her waist, pulling her close, she couldn't resist. Caught up in the dose, he ruled that room, no words, just control. Oh, she was lost in the rhythm, body and soul. Oh, eyes went wide as she dipped on her lip. That big temptation, too hard to skip. He moved like a king, no need to rush. With one look, had her deep in the blush. She stuttered the tremble, but still drew near. That innocent front slipping out the fear. He laid it down slow, heat in his breath. She knew right then she was hooked till death. Control in his hands, power in his grip. She was down on her knees, catching that drip. He popped out raw, thick as desire. Her mind was a mess, but her body caught fire. Hands on her waist, pulling her close, she couldn't resist. Caught up in the dose, he ruled that room, no words, just control. Oh, she was lost in the rhythm, body and soul. Oh, he spun around fast, pressed to the wall. That naive blush, gone, no stall. She gripped at his chest, heart beating loud. Lost in the storm, no longer proud. He pushed in, she moved like he wrote the script. Naive no more, in his power she slipped. She tried to resist, but was caught in his pull. This wasn't no boy, his game too full. In the heat of the moment, her world turned upside. Now she danced to his tune, hips on the ride. He popped out raw, thick as desire. Her mind was a mess, but her body caught fire. Hands on her waist, pulling her close, she couldn't resist. Caught up in the dose, he ruled that room, no words, just control. Oh, she was lost in the rhythm, body and soul. Oh, now she learned the game, no looking back. Caught in the wild of that thick attack. He left her wrapped in the sweetest way, craving that power every night and day. She walked in naive, now she owned the grind, but still bowed to that force every single time. A king's got the moves, knows how to win, and she's just a piece wrapped up in his spin. A slave to that leg, she can't deny. She rides the wave, lost in his high. He popped out raw, thick as desire. Her mind was a mess, but her body caught fire. Hands on her waist, pulling her close, she couldn't resist. Caught up in the dose, he ruled that room, no words, just control. Oh, she was lost in the rhythm, body and soul. Oh, now she learned the game, no looking back. Caught in the wild of that thick attack. He left her wrecked in the sweetest way, craving that power every night and day. She walked in naive, now she owned the grind, but still bowed to that force every single time. A king's got the moves, knows how to win, and she's just a piece wrapped up in his spin. A slave to that length, she can't deny. She rides the wave, lost in it. He popped out raw, thick as desire. Her mind was a mess, but her body caught fire. Hands on her